Uh, well, I guess I was talking and the mic wasn't on. Alright, I guess I'll start over with the talking. Hello, everyone. Matthew here. Uh, New animator, I guess. I just decided to start animating and, well, I am lost. This is not something I am used to. I'm used to still images. If you've seen uh, my other videos, you'd see me do a quick sketch thing. Not even a quick sketch, that was like a 30-minute sketch and line art video of a person with a Vulpix. The Pokemon Vulpix. Sure most of you guys. Sorry, yawn. I'm sure most of you guys know who a Vulpix is, but for some reason I still feel the need to explain it. Anyways, I don't know why I'm going to so much detail right now. Actually, tip. Uh, I know, new guy, give you the tip. Don't do it, because as you saw when I was showing you guys it, that's probably what starts making me not want to do it over and over again. And to stay motivated on the project, it might be helping you out to stay in simpler forms while you're early on doing it. But I just wanted to do a short animating thing, so I'm hoping this shouldn't take too long for me. And I don't plan to be extravagant with it, kind of sparse with the trees and stuff. But anyways, alright. But like I was trying to say, I'm gonna start talking to you guys about the channel at least. Make this kind of like an introduction, because I don't think I really talked too much about the channel in my other videos. I don't know. I haven't posted in a while, and this is sound very odd, but I really didn't care too much to check out to see whether I had already talked about it. I know as I'm still making more videos, I'll know that I've talked about it, because after a certain video, I guess I should just assume that I have. But after 2 videos, with me being very scatterbrained as is, especially with the move and everything, it gets pretty hard. I decided that I am transferring jobs. I'm still within the same company. I just decided it's probably best for me to move to a different state or place just to finally clear my head, get a new outlook on life. I kind of had the same view of everything for, oh, not really the same view, but I've had this very pessimistic view. And I don't know. For a little while, I had a very outlook on I was gonna be good, things were gonna start looking up, and then just it started happening. So I think now it's time, after everything that's happened, it's time to get a move on, see new things, experience new life. I guess not new life. Who knows? Maybe moving, I'll meet an alien. Not in, not in any legal alien people. I mean, like a real alien. Who knows? You never know. Because that'd be cool, though. You know, pretty cool. Probably would be dangerous, though. Would it be more dangerous or cool? Like, obviously, there's some aliens that want to hurt us, but are there some that would just be willing to teach us what they know? Alright, well, if you guys think it would be cool or more scary to meet an alien, Because personally, I think it'd be really cool. Only because recently we've discovered so much in space. Like, did you guys know that we recently found an artificial sun? Well, this isn't very recently in science because I actually need to go look back at that up on that because I just realized talking about this that they must have discovered out more about it, you know. And the sun, actually, this artificial sun that they found actually takes the energy from the sun that it's by, because it's a binary system, and then gives it back to the sun, preserving the sun's life. So it's a two-star system, and they're orbiting each other, making keeping each other alive. But one of them's artificial, and they said it's not from just a regular alien that we presumed exists, but this feels like it's more advanced. So I don't know. I think that's really cool. I'm gonna check out that more about that, and then in the next video, I'll probably be talking about it too. But well, I guess now you guys know a little bit about me. That I'm really into space. I guess I'm not even really into space, cause that's a whole lot of technology, and although the technology is cool, to to a point, like I'm using it right now, obviously, but you know, I just don't like the way we've used it, I guess. It could be used for so much better. Like if we figured out a way to convert O3, like I'm pretty sure it's possible by now. If we could figure out a way to convert O2 and bind it with another oxygen atom, you do realize that it is completely possible to rebuild the ozone layer entirely. And a lot of people don't pay attention to anything like that. No offense, but a lot of people are too sucked up into their what's it called? Celebrities and stuff. I mean, I'm sorry, but yeah, TV is great and all. We all watch TV. I'm not gonna lie, I watch TV too, but there's so much more to life. There's so much more to this world. Like, I know I'm just ranting at this point. It's just that learning about stuff like that, it just makes you think like how little you act. Well, not just you, but like how little I know when I think about it. It's like there's a species out there that can create a sun, and yet I have to look up on YouTube how to make clay. That's the sad. That's like the saddest thing. But yet, I could name probably about 718 Pokemon, and I could barely name off probably 50 elements. Alright, well, enough about that for right now. Because in all honesty, this is probably going to be a long video. So, I think I'm going to start talking about something else. touch, we can talk about that again later. But, ew, the proportions on that are bad. Uh, let's, something that'd be interesting to talk about. Well, you know what? First things first, like I said, channel. Uh, with the channel, what I do want to do though, is I'm not sure where I'm going with my art. You know, there's obviously animating. I think I've given up on being a manga artist. I don't know why. I think I was working on it for so long. This one story, I think if you guys check it out, you guys can see me work on a page, but eventually I got the first chapter done, and I don't know, it just kind of hit me as like, I don't even want to do this one anymore, you know? I was working on the second one, and it's just like, oops. Uh, I was working on the second one, it just hit me as like, I've been doing the same chapter for so long because I was reworking on the first chapter, re-editing it, redoing this, redoing that, redoing the story, you know, trying to figure out all these different points, all these different plots. And it's not that it was because I put so much work into it that I didn't want to do it anymore. You know, it wasn't the actual workload, it was just that I had already done so much for it. I wasn't giving up on it. And so when I realized that, I was like, it might be best just to give up on it, you know? And so I think eventually, because I've been kind of looking into animating while I was working on it, you know. I had Flash for a little bit, I had the free trial, but it wasn't Flash. It was that whole new Animate CC, and they force you to use vectors. And as cool as vectors are, I cannot just draw in shapes all day long. My manager, he also is an artist. He went to that one, uh, it's one of those really expensive ones. Well, they're all expensive. What's it called? I got a call from them at one point. Cool. He went to one of them, and it's the Art Academy. There we go. It's gonna bug me for a while if I didn't get it. And he's showing me how they did it in his school, you know, and they kind of just drew with shapes. Like, obviously, we're drawing with shapes, but it wasn't actual drawing. They just used the vectors to manipulate the shapes. And I'm like, that's not, no offense. I was like, no offense, Rick, but that's not really drawing. He said, no, but it's animating. And I'm like, I can't do it like that, you know. So I had to find a program that was gonna allow me to, and still allow me to have the brushes and everything that I wanted. I heard that Flash was very bad if you wanted to have brushes. So what I'm thinking about doing is because I already looked into Toon Boom storyboarding. You know, I know everyone's talking about how that's one of the Toon Boom is one of the best things ever, you know, but it's it's extremely expensive for a good copy, like for a good version. And then two, the storyboarding one, it's really not that great, you know. No offense to it, but I mean, it may have brush is and stuff like that, but when I was using it, there was no line weight to it. All the lines came out the same. And I know it's not my tablet because I use it here, and you can see that I don't really need to change the shape of my brush because it already has the line weight. You could see it getting darker. You know, if I just change the shape of it just to get it darker when it's already on black, it will just get thicker. You know, but over there it didn't. It just stayed the same. And for at least for me, that's a big thing. Like I like having my lines. I like being able to actually draw and see it come to life the way I envisioned it, you know. I think everyone can agree with that when it comes to animating. That's probably the biggest thing. They like to see something they've made come to life. You know, I think that's all part of why we all get into animating. You know, we like it, we enjoy it, we like seeing being part of creating something. You know, and here's another part about me that is gonna be weird for a lot of people, and it really is. Even at work, people think I'm weird because of it, but you know, I compare it to being like God a bit, you know. I know a lot of people are gonna get offended by that, but in the long run, it really does make you a bit like God, you know. You're creating, you know. What does God do? He creates. I mean, you created a world, he created a world, you know. Especially when you're a story writer. Like, I really admire people like George R. R. Martin, J.K. Rowling, J.R.R. Tolkien, you know, what's his name? My friend Amaris used to read him all the time. Uh, James Patterson, you know, I mean, he may be using a world that already exists, but he's creating people, you know. I don't know. And anyone who creates a story, a world, you know, yeah, you may be using a place that's already somewhat existent, but you're adding to it, you know, you're adding things that didn't exist before. And, you know, as much as people hate people who try to play God, you know, especially the religious people, you know, I'm religious too, but not like that, you know. I'm not a big Christian or anything like that. Pretty sure you guys could tell. But, you know, people who think that it's a sin, you know, I would have to disagree with you, you know. I personally think it's a gift, you know. I don't think it would be a sin because in the end, why would God have wanted us to be able to even understand creating at least anything, a story or anything like that, you know? I feel it's to kind of understand him, you know. And so it does help us, I believe. It gives us an outlook. Like, we have to create, we have to think every little step like he does. We want to create a story, we want to create people. Well, we have to think and feel like these people. So if you think and feel like your characters, even for the slightest moment of your day, you're gonna start to understand what it was like when he was creating Adam and Eve, you know, if you believe in that. You know, if you don't, obviously, then I'm just rambling on about a bunch of bullshit and you don't even care. But, you know, you're probably just enjoying watching me animate this retarded looking guy walking around, you know, a place with rocks and trees, you know, and it doesn't even make sense. It's kind of just looking around like derpa derpa derp, you know. But if you do actually care, you're either getting really mad at me or you're thinking, you know, this guy might be onto something. But either way, you know, I think it's my personal opinion. So, I mean, if you get offended, please let me know. I don't mean to offend you, you know, but I do personally believe that we're all here and we all have this ability because he wants us to. You know, they want us to. And like I said, uh it's not about just the one, you know, well not about the one. Uh I said I don't I'm religious but not in the same way as everyone else. I personally am polytheistic. I personally believe in more than one God. I'm gonna put that out there, you know. And yeah, and the way I believe it is an older way. I believe that there is a God that created the other gods, because in a lot of places outside of Christianity, if you look at it, there is that, Greeks, Romans, Egyptians, you know, Hinduism, Hindus, it's all like that, you know. And there's a whole bunch of other religions that we don't even know about, that we haven't even touched because they are so old, and they're lost. Personally, I would love to have learned every religion as it was coming out, because I don't know, I like learning religion. I like learning all of this stuff. To me, it's interesting, you know. But well, anyways, like I'm saying, I think I kind of just explained what I'm doing right now. So what I'm thinking is, I'm having him walk up this area. You know, I'm thinking I'm gonna have him walk up here. As you can see, I had him. Let's show. I had him stroll up. I'm gonna have him stroll up probably. No, you can't see it, so I'm actually gonna have to draw it. Let's see. Well, I'm gonna have him stroll up this way. You can see the little line. Yeah, have him stroll up there, and then up on top, there's probably gonna be something he has to fight. You know, there's not really much of a story this time. As you can see, there's this over here. There's the Aether Herald. It's more of something I'm working on that's gonna be a long term. I kind of stopped it. I kind of really want to do this. I'm not sure how I'm gonna pull it off though, but I really want to. And it's really just, where is it? Okay, and it's really more based in a Final Fantasy. I'm not sure if you've ever actually played Final Fantasy, but if you have, you would have noticed that there was a chocobo. Let me get rid of this layer. You would have noticed that there was a chocobo, and the chocobo help. I put that in there to make sure people understood the place it was in. It's more of a Final Fantasy 14 setting, because that was one of my. I don't know, it's one of the least favorites. I'm full of I'm full of unpopular unpopular demand today. But ah, I just heard noises in the house. I'm hoping it's just the ice machine. Anyways, it's one of my favorite Final Fantasy games, and I just really like playing it. Uh, I think what turned a lot of people off was the pain of it. I'm not sure if that turned a lot of people off because they're kind of used to it, and then probably the MMO aspect of it all. So I feel like I made the head a little too big here. Alright, there we go. And then bang, bang, bang. Uh-huh. I really don't draw clothes on them until later. I don't know why. It's not like I have a problem with clothes, because, I gotta wear them too. I guess it's just, I don't know, them. I just think it's easier to draw them without the clothes first, kind of just in their shapes. And that's something you probably want to do. I know I'm new too, but from newbie to newbie, I guess. Uh, making sure that make sure you actually use it. Use your simple shapes. Sorry, I decided to record my first video well, not even my first video, I guess in my third video, really. Well, I'm gonna count this as my first because this is a first in a series that I want to do, which is my actual channel, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with the other one. I'm probably just gonna remove them, but hey, who knows? Maybe I'll bring it back as a laugh, this segment. Actually, probably not, because by then I should probably have it a whole lot better because I really want to get into digital painting, and I'm gonna bring digital painting, get into it by doing this. Okay, bathroom door. That just moved too. So I don't think so. I don't think it was just, person walking around. And then there's actually someone walking around in the house at 1 o'clock in the morning. Who the hell is even up? Anyways, yeah, no, I'm not the one who should really be talking, but hey, I do. But it's normal for me. I usually get off work around this time, so I'm kind of just usually just chilling out, watching Supernatural or Criminal Minds. Ooh, I really like Criminal Minds. Okay, okay. I know this is gonna be a weird topic, alright. But if anyone does watch this one, because I know a lot of people don't ever really end up watching the first video, you know. But if anyone does end up watching it, tell me what kind of sides do you think would go best with a human? I'm not eating it, but it's a topic that we've had around work for a while. I know it's a weird topic to actually be conversing with your coworkers, but hey, if you can talk about that and your coworkers don't get really scared, you guys can pretty much talk about anything. But what do you guys think would be the best fixins? Like at work, we've gotten a lot of Thanksgiving stuff, like rolls, mashed potatoes, stuffing, cranberry sauce, and then we got some real weird stuff like sauerkraut and pickled herrings, almost as if it was like hot dog type, you know. But anyway, if this makes you uncomfortable, let me know. I'll try to tone this kind of stuff down a little bit, at least a little bit for you guys. But hey, if it's not and you're all good, welcome to the Crazy Club. Just sign your name here, here, and here, and then get ready for the ride. Because it's just beginning. Alright, well, anyways, besides Crazy Town being brought up, because that is my town, and only I'm allowed to be in Crazy Town. Anyways, I keep saying anyways. Wow. Maybe I could stop saying that for once. Hmm. Ooh, that's a bit of a big head. I'm trying to make it the right size. There we go. Yeah, that's a bit better. Because then I could bring the neck in, and bring the jaw in, and put that there, and like that. You see, I don't really try and draw past this blue line, only because this blue line is kind of the cutoff. Like, let's see. Export animated GIF. I'm just gonna show you guys something really quick. Uh, reduce that down to 15 frames, although I'm only at 14. But to make it save better, alright. Close window, close all tabs, because there's stuff on there that you guys can't see. Not anything bad, just I'm buying a lot of stuff, and you know, all it takes time. Okay, was it on there? Or was it in Clay? Oh, god dang it. I know. This is totally unprofessional. You know what? I'm pretty sure if I do this, can I find it in here? No. Quick access. Let's see if I can. Oh, here it is. Alright, that was easier. Alright, see? Oh, it kind of looks weird because I have it on one, so it's not showing the other part, so it doesn't look like it's actually walking. But hey, you'll probably hear me say that a lot, but I'll fix it. So I'll fix it right now. Let's do that. Let's see, 14. So yeah, 28. If it's on 2, 14 should be on 28, and boom. We'll be a little bit over a second now. Because most people would know. I'm not most people, though. I did not know that it's usually 24 frames per second. Yeah. I didn't think about that because as I was playing League, I didn't want 24 frames per second. I was hoping to be more at like anywhere from 60 to 100. You know what I mean? If you play video games and you're on like 60 FPS or 120 FPS, you know exactly what I mean. It's just a whole better gaming experience in general. Alright, now let's check that out. There we go. It looks a little bit better. Just a tad bit. So I'm gonna have him walk off screen, and then I'm gonna change the setting to him, and then I'm gonna kind of pan it over and make him look where he's looking. You know, I think that would be a bit better, but I could be wrong. Don't worry, you guys will be here for every step of the way until you guys decide this guy's a little too crazy. Trust me. We're all crazy inside. And that's your guys' cue. Bye. No. But do stick around, you know. It helps the ratings. uh, but yeah. Alright, there's that. There's that. Head looks weird. There you go. don't feel like it would be like that. Where you just kind of like walk off like that. Because I messed up all the way over here. Wow. Uh, wow. See, this is a good thing to pay attention. Because as you see, it is slanted. So let's actually take off the onion skin. And alright, so yeah, that's fine. This is where it starts getting messed up. Because not only is he in the wrong spot, now he needs to be back up here. He needs to be positioned. No, not like that, but more like that. Because you see, in drawing, I did not take accountability into making sure. Okay, now we can turn this back on. Okay. No. Must not apply that transform. Onion skin. Alright. Now. Alright. And then you do that. Because of the curve, I wasn't thinking about how he's actually going to be moving along. Granted, yes, I have this curve. Once again, I'm going to need to open up a new layer. Alright, I have this curve. Okay. The curve that comes around like this. You know, you can see that one plainly. And then I have this curve. So he has to come up first and then come down. You know, kind of more like that. Or, oh, yeah, there we go. But yeah, more like that. Because he has to come up and come down. And then obviously he's going to come back up again because you can see over here, most of this doesn't dip. Most of this goes up. But I wanted the trail dip because there's supposed to be a pond a bit further over here that I want in. So when he walks all the way up into the dip where he cuts off right here, you know, it's gonna pan. It's gonna show him walking into the pond, you know, and then in the pond area, I know, but I have it on a different layer, so I could erase it. On the pond area, he'll be standing here. He'll be like, "Yeah, I'm a soldier," type thing. He'll be like ready for his mission with another soldier. She's the trader who has a big old sword. He's like, yeah, man. But then there's something here, and there's these other monsters that are like trees. Like I said, I'm really into Final Fantasy, so I'm right now. I'm not using any of the worlds I've created. You know, I'm using other people's worlds. You know, then the tree starts attacking this guy, and then there's this thing. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of stole the idea from the Baron Nashor because I drew the Baron Nashor at one point, and for some reason, I turned it into like a centipede looking thing. And it kind of made me think of a mix between Scolipede, the Pokemon, or Giratina, and then the Baron Nashor. So I was like, you know what, I like it, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna have it come out of the water, you know, it's gonna come and attack this guy. And then this guy dodges it, and he pulls out his like spear, not his spear. Would this be more of a lance or a spear or a sword? it's that kind of. If you guys know the name of this, please let me know. I'll probably look it up later anyway. So, and I'll probably read a bunch about it, because that's what I do. I find out what it is, I read a bunch about it, and then I know more. And that's what I like. More people can always end up telling me, and I'll probably believe them, because I'm really gullible too, most times. Uh, but oh, whoa, 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 no, don't rotate on me. Uh, fix rotate. Oh no. Okay, fix rotation. Now fix like that. Is that okay? No, this is my brush set. All right. Well, he's gonna use that. It glows up. Glows up with red. Like bang. Like kind of fiery red. Got the idea because I was watching TV today, and for some reason it played the Rolling Stones song. Don't play with me because you're playing with fire. You know, and so then I was thinking about it. I was like, it'd be cool because he could be like getting ready to get serious in the fight, and then his thing glows, and it's kind of either like fire or it's like a lava and it starts dripping, and so he has a certain amount of time to use it, like that, or else his thing goes away, you know. And I wanted to fight, and then his thing goes away, and then the other guy ends up having to save him, you know. But I don't know, the entire fight, that's just a plan I have. Well, okay, well, let's fix this first, and then let's fix this, like I said, and then oh, well, yeah, it's lagging now. Alright, well, there's that. Oh, well, shouldn't be surprised. Yes. But now I put that here. You see, I gotta actually draw them all legs. And then actually, except for this one. Because now, as you see on this one, the curve, so like right around here, I don't really have to draw much more, because now he's already here. I just kind of got to, no, let's see, this kind of make him bigger, because he's closer to the screen than he was a step ago. Let's move this, that, and let's do that. Shorten him out. Move him right here. Turn it a little bit. And then, yeah. Now, if I give them legs at around 11, so it'd be 12 where they actually need legs. So I could do that. See? And that's not too bad. And we've had some pretty weird topics come out today. Overall, I think things went good. I wasn't too quiet. Probably could have been a little bit quieter. Yeah. But what would be the point in that? I'm the one who's mainly supposed to be talking. At least right now. So, obviously, with me rambling, with only myself really listening right now, I'm gonna get too comfortable and I'm gonna start talking about random things. And the random things I talk about aren't really the best topic bringers, I guess. So, but I guess it's better to have them come out here than they have them come out at work. So I guess that's all good. Well, that ends well. And so next time, I probably should jump onto this side. Where's that? And let's. There we go. Because this part's still a little bit more straightened out, so it doesn't got to be too crooked. But next time on the land, anywhere on the land, like if I was right here, up by the trees, I'd have to have them like this, like I'm sideways. I'm a ghost now because I got no legs. Anyways, but yeah, obviously you guys can tell in the setting it's not summer. You know, as much as I am a summer person, I love swimming and all of that. When I really don't love swimming, I actually don't like being outside very much. So you guys will probably get more videos from me than not, except for if I'm working. Yep. So, anyways, it is 1:17 a.m. I am probably gonna eat. I'm probably gonna watch TV. Yes, I know, TV. Now we'll be back tomorrow because I am off this week for a few days, and it is Thursday now, but I will see you guys again Thursday. Because I'll probably record another video. But actually, by the time I upload this, it might be Friday. So I'll see you guys Friday, and then I'll probably see you guys Saturday too. Hopefully. I'm not sure my upload schedule yet, so don't hold me to that. But anyways, it was nice talking to you guys. Like I said though, in the comments down below, let me know what you guys think about your fixins. For people. Personally, I've been asking everyone else, but I haven't really been able to come up with anything. I still feel like, see, it's a really hard one to come by. Because usually I pair my meat with more meat. I'm thinking probably some regular dinner rolls. Side of like roasted gravy. I'm not sure if it would be chicken, turkey, or what. I'm thinking a bit more of probably a beef gravy. Have it like braised in it. and you know, carrots, veggies, depending on your favorite one. But favorite grain, but carrots are a must, and a little bit of corn, and probably some casserole. You know, I personally like casserole. You know, you'll probably put like, I don't know, the first few layers of skin as like little crunchy onions and put it all in the casserole. I don't know, but that's my personal opinion. Anyways, let me know you guys is down below, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you all, and you have a great night.